Here we go. Let's see if this works. Any sound? Here we go. Oh. Let's see if this works. Any sound? I'm getting a thumbs up. Okay. I'm getting hearts. Okay, good. You can hear me now. Well, let me just start all the way over from the beginning. I'm Rebecca from DevourDinner.com. Happy Sunday, everybody. I'm excited to be here. I hope you're excited to be here. Today, we're going to be making an Instant Pot spiral glazed ham. It is a wonderful recipe for your Easter celebration, your Easter brunch, your Easter dinner, or just because you like ham. It's so quick and simple. In the recipe that we'll drop the link in the comments, I actually have two ways to do it. You can do a sweet version, a sweet glaze with brown sugar, or you can do a more savory glaze that we're gonna do today that has some Dijon mustard, some Worcestershire sauce, along with some honey and some garlic. Both of them are delicious. They're both done very, very similarly, and I just wanna show you a couple of different ways so that it can work towards what you have going on at home. Hi, everybody. Okay, we had a little bit of technical difficulties, but we are live on Facebook and on YouTube. So if you're watching in either location, welcome. I am Rebecca from DevourDinner.com. We also have Amy here from the Instant Pot 101 for Beginners group. She is the admin. And many times we have lots of their moderators who chime in as well. And I want to give a big shout out to all of those ladies who jump in every week and show me love and support. You guys are fantastic. So big hugs. Big hugs from me to you. And if you're hopping over from the Instant Pot 101 for Beginners group, welcome. I'm Rebecca, and I love to show you at home how to use your Instant Pot. And I try to answer as many questions as I can while I'm live. Kind of fun, right? Okay, in the comments, we've dropped the honey glazed ham recipe. If you want the specific directions to the portion that I'm doing, scroll all the way down to the bottom to the recipe card. And in the note sections, I have included the savory glaze, which is what I'm going to be making today. All right, welcome, welcome, welcome. Now that we've got everything going, Mike says, yum, yum. Kathy says, I just finished making your air fryer apple crisp for dessert tonight. That apple crisp is so good. I love how it toasts that crumble on top. It's absolutely phenomenal, Kathy. If you haven't had it, I hope you love it. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Sigrid. Hi, Carla. Carla says better. She can hear me now. Okay. Perfect. Let's get going. Let's get going. I'm going to turn my top-down camera on so you can see what I'm doing. In this bowl, I've got some honey. Now, I've heated up the honey. Why? Because honey is thick and it's hard to mix ingredients together when you're trying to mix honey, which is so thick. So put it in your microwave for about 30 seconds and see how it's like liquid, because when it gets warm, it just thins right out. So we're gonna add into it some Dijon mustard. You could use spicy brown. You could even use a honey mustard if that's what you prefer. Then we're gonna add in some Worcestershire sauce. And then we're gonna add in some garlic, minced garlic as well. And then we're just gonna stir this up. Pretty simple. Now, the other recipe that calls for brown sugar and all the other ingredients, that recipe I do like to cook so that the brown sugar comes up to a boil and melts. Because I'm not adding additional sugars into this, I don't boil it on the stove. It's just one less step to deal with. You still get kind of the sweetness from the honey, but you do get that mustard, which does make it a lot more savory. And you can use a little whisk or just a spoon, but we're just mixing this up. All right, now I'm gonna reserve some of this for at the end. So I want to kind of portion some out before I get going because it's just how I like to do it. So I'm just going to pour some of it right back into this bowl that I had the garlic in. Save that for at the end. Now, on our spiral ham, can you get that in view? Put that right here. This is a tiny spiral ham. It is not very big, but the Instant Pot will hold a larger spiral ham. My family is super tiny today, so I chose a small one. And if you're ever in doubt if it'll fit, you can always take your liner right into the grocery store and make sure that the ham will fit inside. Whatever you can fit inside of here, you can cook. You will want to use the trivet. So just a short little trivet. And for this recipe with the savory, we are going to add about a cup of water to the bottom of our liner. We need that water so that it will pressure up. I'm going to pull this trivet out, and I'm going to move, let's see here. Just going to put this right on top of the trivet and put that right back on top of our plate. Okay, then all I'm going to do, let's get that nice and centered so you can see what's going on. I'm just going to spoon a little bit of this glaze in between each one of these slices because I want that glaze to drizzle all the way down in and coat the front and the back of both sides. So this will take just a minute or two. It's pretty simple. Of course, you can see on the bottom, it does drip down to the bottom. That's pretty normal. And then when we're done, we're gonna brush some on top. Now to cook a ham in the pressure cooker is going to take about 10 minutes. The reason I say about, if you're gonna do a little tiny ham like I'm doing today, I would suggest cutting that time down a little bit. The 10 minutes that's listed to pressure cook a spiral ham is typically about 10 minutes, but if you're doing a smaller one, you can cut that time down so that it doesn't overcook the ham. Typically spiral cooked hams are already all pre-cooked, so really all we're doing is we're heating it through. As we get further down this, it's cut less and less. Do you notice that? We're going to get all these slices. There we go. One more. One more. There we go. Look at that. Pretty fun, right? Okay, we're going to put this inside of our pressure cooker before we put it all over the top. Mostly because then when the drippings drip, it's already in the Instant Pot and we get to use those. But you could certainly finish it here on the plate. So we're just going to go like this. Gonna set that in there, and then I'm gonna take this with all those drippings and just pour it over the top. Can you see that? There we go. Now, of course, we might want a little bit more on there. So if you do, just drizzle some on. Whatever drizzles off is okay. But it's always nice to make sure that we get everything kind of coated. That's where all that yummy extra flavor comes from, right? There we go. All right. I'll push this off to the side. Now we're going to close this up. Remember to close your pressure valve in the back in the closed and locked position. You're going to press your power, your pressure cook button, whatever it's labeled on your Instant Pot. And then you're going to use the plus and the minus keys to adjust the time. Once you've got it set, it'll take just a moment and we're going to hear some beeps. The beeps are letting us know that it's accepted the readings that we've put in. and it's going to start heating those bottom elements. As those bottom elements heat up, it's going to bring that water that we put in there to a boil. And as it comes to a boil, it will create steam. Steam creates pressure, and pressure will seal off the pressure cooker. Simple as that. At that point, our front panel, which currently reads on, is going to change and will read the number of minutes we set in, and that number is going to count down while it's cooking. When it reaches 0, it will beep, letting us know that it's all done cooking and that it's in its natural pressure release state. So for this recipe, we're going to let it naturally release for 5 minutes before we open the pressure valve and release all the rest of that steam. Okay? So I'm going to push this off to the side, and we're going to answer some questions, and we've got some fun stuff going on here. I promise. We got lots of good stuff. Meredith is making the candied pecans for a salad right now. Those candied pecans are so good. Bill, will you grab that recipe and drop that one? Let me tell you, those candied pecans are wonderful on a salad. They're wonderful just to eat. Of course, you can use any type of nuts. So we're going to drop that link for anybody else. Lisa says, could I set the ham on foil on top of the trivet to keep all the glaze? Yes, you could. So what Lisa's asking, she wants to know, she wants to put the trivet down, and then she wants to kind of have a foil basket where the ham sits into, so that all those drippings stay inside of that foil to catch it. You can absolutely do that. Sigrid's asking, what sides would I serve with the ham? Always a great question. We're going to make Bill work today because none of these links I got ready for him. So one of the recipes is a candied carrots, right? It goes perfectly with ham for the Easter holiday. It is an Instant Pot recipe that is super simple. You use baby carrots that you throw in with some cinnamon and honey and brown sugar, and you cook in the Instant Pot. So it's wonderful. There's also there's a scallop potato or a potato au gratin recipe as well that's made in the Instant Pot. But I like to do things both in the Instant Pot and not, right? Because you have your Instant Pot going. Many of you only have one Instant Pot. So I like to do things like roasted potato in the oven, baked potatoes, mashed potatoes, you name it. Those are excellent sides. I love a big green salad or a fruit salad for spring as well. So many wonderful things. Of course, you have to have deviled eggs. Bill, there is a deviled egg recipe on the site you could put in. Along with my deviled eggs, I think I've got an avocado deviled egg and a loaded bacon deviled egg that's also phenomenal. So it looks like Bill is just going to start dropping a bunch of those recipes. So those will all be in the sidebar link that you can get to. Once he's done dropping all those links, I'm going to have him drop the link to all of the recipes that I've kind of tagged as Easter recipes that you might want to look at as well. Meredith said, this is amazing, especially with strawberry spinach salad. Oh my gosh, spinach salad is phenomenal. I love it. I love it. Okay, let me clean that off. While we're waiting, right? I was like, what do we want to talk about? What do we want to do while we've got our ham cooking? And I knew it. I figured it out. This is a TikTok that I did, I think last year. Super cute, super fun, super easy. There's really no recipe involved. You just got to watch and you'll understand. But you'll want one of the Pillsbury cinnamon rolls. And you can use the Grands. The Grands actually work a little better because they're bigger. But it's kind of fun. So here we are top down. I'm going to go ahead and open these up. We're going to make them into little bunny heads. Now, while I'm doing this, I'm still going to watch the comments to make sure that I am able to answer whatever questions you have, because that's why I'm here. All right, if these don't open, you can take a spoon and you can kind of press on them. I just like to hit them on the counter really quick. Now, this is an orange roll, so it has orange frosting. So first we'll get those out. We'll open that up. All right. Now you want to separate these into individual cinnamon rolls, which sometimes is easier said than done. And like I said, the grands, the larger ones do work a little better for this, but this is just what I had in my fridge. There we go. We got too much going on here. What's happening? There we go. This roll of cinnamon rolls is not very rolled up. Do you see that? It's kind of a hot mess. I'm going to be pretty sticky by the time I'm all done here. Let's roll that up better. There we go. That's better. Once you get these all the way separated, it's going to become much easier. Okay. You're going to open them up. We're going to make little bunny ears. Do you see that? It's like a little upside down bunny. See that? Is that so cute? I'm telling you, the kids go crazy for these because there's something different. Now the trick is, they don't cook as long because they're so teeny, right? They're just not wound up as much. So you kind of have to watch them. We're going to get these in the oven and get them baked while we're waiting on the spiral ham. And that way you can see what they look like when we're all done. That one looks a little funny, but it's still going to taste good. So if you notice what I'm doing, I'm unrolling them. See the nice unroll, and I've just left a little curly Q right there in the middle. And then I'm making an ear. So I bring it down to the center, let it go up again and down to the center, and then I kind of tuck these in. Does that make sense? The reason I'm flipping them around is so they're right side up for you at home. It doesn't matter which way they are on the baking sheet, makes no difference. But you can see how fun those are. Now I have got a parchment paper liner underneath here. It just works out really nice. I'm going to leave these two this way. There we go. What do you think? Are those just cute? So this is a fun recipe to do with those little kids who want to help and do something and maybe they're just not quite big enough. It's also fun for the pre-teens to get with their friends and let them do it in the kitchen with a little bit of supervision. It's just simple and fun. Okay, we're going to put these in the oven. Now you're going to bake them according to the package direction. So you want to bake at 400 degrees. The instructions say 15 to 19 minutes, but that's going to be way too long. So these are little guys. So we're going to start with 10 minutes. Okay, because we don't want to burn them. We're going to watch them for 10 minutes. They're probably going to need more time, but at least it's going to give us a baseline for where we need to start. Okay, so let's start them at 10 minutes. See how they do. We do want to make sure they're really golden, because if you pull these out too early, then they kind of deflate and they're just not as good. So make sure that they're golden all the way around before you pull them out. All right, was that fun? It'll be more fun when those come out of the oven, I promise. Now our pressure cooker has all sealed up, so that's kind of exciting. And the front panel will switch here in a minute and we'll start counting down in time. Sigrid says adorable. Peggy says cute idea. Kathy, very cute. Love these, so cute. Okay, Meredith, you know what? I just want to hug you. Seriously. So Meredith says, your recipes are amazing and help me to learn to cook. Thank you. Meredith, big hugs. Big hugs from me to you and to anyone else out there. I can't tell you the joy that I get doing what I do. And I'm so grateful to do it and provide these free recipes to teach you at home some simple techniques, some fun recipes that maybe your family loves. I get so giddy excited. It literally brings me to tears, especially on the holidays, when I get the messages of the recipes that you made for your holidays with your families and how much they loved them. Just knowing that I get to be a part of your holiday at home where you're making memories is priceless, because that's why I started the website. To me, you make memories with those you love around a table, whether you're playing games, whether you're eating food, whether you're sharing stories. And a large part of it revolves around food, and I love it. So you are so welcome, Meredith. I'm happy to help. All right, what else do we got? What other questions do we have? If you were here last week, you saw the photos of Little Miss and Little Honey Bear. I still have those. I'll pop those up. There is Little Honey Bear and there is Little Miss. Little Miss is 2.5 and she is a firecracker. Let me tell you, she is fearless and adorable and inquisitive and curious. And she is the most pleasant, easygoing child I've seen in my life. I'm just in awe of her. Her little sister is crawling up on all fours. She pulls herself up. She's starting to what we call couch surf, you know, when you walk and hold onto the couch. So she's just barely starting that. She's 9 months old. It's amazing how fast these kids grow. So those are my two little girls that I just adore. And fortunately, I get to see them quite a bit. They do live out of state. Most of you know that. They moved last April, right after Easter, they moved. So it's almost been a year now that they've been gone. Sigrid, are they excited for the Easter Bunny? You know, all of these holidays are still super confusing. They're 2.5. Little Miss is 2.5. And so she doesn't understand the concept of the Easter Bunny. She does understand eggs. And even last year when we hid eggs, she went around with her basket and would find them, and then she'd go put them back out again so she could collect them again. So it'll be fun to see her response this year in how she does that. Lisa says, adorable. I love it. Yeah, pretty fun. So those are my little girls. We'll pull those down. All right, this is beeped, which says our minutes are on the front are going to start counting down. I like to tell you about those beeps because when you're at home and you're not sure, well, what just happened, it beeped. So what does that mean? This week I was trying to figure out how many of you at home have an Instant Pot or an electric pressure cooker that is still sitting in the box. Okay, you don't have to out yourself, but if you start hitting the thumbs up or the hearts, I'll see the hearts. I won't know who they're from. Nobody will know who they're from, but it gives me an idea of how many people watching have a pressure cooker and you've never used it. Okay, now those of you who've used it, don't be hitting those right now. Okay, so far we don't even have any. That's good. I'm glad. One of my blogging friends made the comment that some of her followers are still afraid of pulling their Instant Pot or their electric pressure cookers out of the box. And my heart sank. And I was like, where are these people? I would love to teach you or help you, hold your hand as you do this. These Sunday live demos are a perfect opportunity. So if you have friends or relatives who have a pressure cooker and are still afraid, please invite them to join in on Sundays. These recipes are made for you to do right along with me. You can grab your ingredients and make it right along with me. And I can help you and answer those questions live. Oh, I see some hearts. There's some of you. Okay. There's some of you out there. That's all right. We want to make sure we teach you. That's what we're here for. We're here to help make your life easier. The Instant Pot for me it's been really wonderful because it cuts the time of recipes down by quite a lot, which means I can make a dinner for my family after working a full day or running errands or whatever it may be, and I can still come home and cook. And I know so many of you work outside of the home and have different circumstances, work different shifts, different times of day. And the Instant Pot really is a lifesaver. Really makes a difference instead of driving through the drive-thru or going out to eat. So that's kind of fun. Michelle says, you have made me way more confident using it, not afraid of it anymore. Yes, I love that. Thank you, Michelle. That's the point. The point is just to help you at home feel comfortable and confident in using it. All right. What else can we talk about today? What do you guys want to talk about? What do you guys want to learn about? Now, next week, I will not be live. And the reason I won't be live is it is Easter Sunday. Today is Palm Sunday, so, happy Palm Sunday. There's a lot that goes on in a lot of different religions and cultures that we're all celebrating so many different ways. But my prayers are with you all. I'm Christian, and I'm grateful for this season. Uh-oh, Lori? All right, Lori, let's be friends. Lori says, to be honest, I'm kind of afraid of mine. That's okay. I have to tell you, when I first got mine, I was terrified. Most of you know I was a failure at it. I ended up returning my first pressure cooker. It was nightmarish. It was absolutely nightmarish. I couldn't make anything right. It was horrible. This is a great place to be. For those of you who are watching who don't want to say anything, it's okay. I have been doing these live videos now for 4 years. That's a lot of videos, and they're all stored up here on Facebook, on my Devour Dinner page. All you need to do is go to my Devour Dinner Facebook page, and on the tab, there's a little thing that says videos. Click on it. All of my live videos for the past however long I've done it, 4+ years, are there. It's that simple. You can go to any one of those videos and you can click on it and you can watch it. And the cool part is you can press pause. And when you press pause, you can work on it at home and then you can start it right back up. So grab your iPad, grab your cell phone, grab your laptop, whatever it may be, and get in the kitchen. It's a great way to start. There's also on there the water test. If you've never used your Instant Pot, you do want to do a water test. Honestly, I really wondered what the purpose of a water test was because it seems kind of silly. But actually, it helped me understand how to program it, how to set the time to make sure that it pressured up fully. I learned how to release the pressure and open and close it, which were all the scary things. So starting with a water test is your first big step into I can do this without wasting any ingredients. You got this. Lori, you are welcome. Kathy says, I really like using my Instant Pot to make mashed potatoes so much easier. It really is. In fact, it's crazy. I don't have an Instant Pot mashed potato recipe on my website yet. I'm going to get that done before Thanksgiving this year, I promise. Because homemade mashed potatoes are so delicious. Sigrid says the water test got me comfortable with the Instant Pot. It really does. In the past, in like December after Christmas when Instant Pots were all the rage, I used to do a live water test to help all those. So I haven't done that in a couple of years. Very fun.
Somebody that said they don't understand the pressure release part of it.
Okay, so I'm being told that a question that I missed is you don't understand the pressure release part of it and how to release the pressure, or maybe in the recipe you're not understanding the wording. So first of all, with every recipe, we've got to release the pressure somehow. And the recipe should tell you, will it be a quick release? It might just say QR, which means quick release. It might say NPR, which means natural pressure release. Different bloggers listed different ways. Sometimes we do a little bit of natural pressure release before we release the rest of the pressure, which is what we're going to do today. So you just heard that beep. The beep tells us that the cooking time is done. So now it's going to go into a natural pressure release mode. It's no longer pressure cooking. It's now going to slowly release the pressure little by little. All right. We're going to watch our front panel, and it's going to start counting up in numbers. As it counts up in numbers, we're going to watch it. When it hits 5 minutes, we're going to open it up and release the rest of the pressure. Okay. If it is a quick release, what that means is you immediately open that pressure valve and let all of that steam shoot up. It's as simple as that. Okay, guess what just came out of the oven? You got it. Our little Easter bunnies, they puffed up quite a bit. Let me grab them. go top down so you can see them. And we'll get them on frame here. Look at how cute. Are those just darling? Now let's see if I have I don't. Okay. Now I'm just gonna take the frosting that's in here. I should have heated this up in the microwave. If you heat it up for like 10, 12 seconds, then it like thins down. And sadly, I don't have a little knife over here today. So we're gonna use 2 spoons and we're just gonna pull it off. Now the heat from the little cinnamon rolls are gonna melt this, and then we can just spread it around. So we can make this work. Oh, I just hit that. That was a little warm on my arm. There we go. All right, and I'm just gonna use the back of the spoon and just kind of frost it around. Now, with these Easter bunnies, you can put sprinkles on top. You could add 2 little chocolate chips for eyes, a little heart for a nose. You could do whatever you want. I'm not gonna make these fancy today because I didn't get all the stuff over here to do it. So we're just gonna keep them simple. But you can see how cute they are. I do have some M&Ms over here, I think. Oh, I didn't put any on this little guy. Shoot. He's missing out. There we go. I'm gonna steal some of the frosting from this little one over here. There we go. What do you think? Cute? Fun? Simple idea? I just thought they were fun. Let them cool, serve them up. They're a cute way to start out the week with all the celebrating, spread out the sugar. You know how that goes. We all get a little bombarded with the sugar overload. I know we do. Okay, a fun recipe. The link I want to drop is the Easter charcuterie board. I told you guys about this last week. We're going to drop that link again. We love charcuterie boards. We've got older kids and we don't do the baskets anymore because they're older. So we like to make a charcuterie board that has meat and cheeses and some fruits on it as well, along with their favorite Easter candy. And we put it on a big charcuterie board and we place it out. That way when we're snacking before our Easter dinner, we're playing games in the evening, we have this to snack on and enjoy, and it's super fun. So we're gonna get that link dropped as well. There it is. It just popped in. So that's kind of fun. You guys in the background, you can hear Finn. Finn is my English cream golden retriever, and let me tell you, that dog, he has got a personality, and when he hears me talking over here, he wants to be with me, and we block him out so that he doesn't trip on all the cords and all the lighting and the cameras and everything else, and he doesn't like it. He would prefer that he's not left out. All right, hopefully those will cool enough and I can pick one up before we're done. We're almost ready to release the pressure over there. We're gonna pull this out. Now remember, I did save some of that glaze. So a couple of things can happen here. You can, if you have the air crisp lid, okay, if you're using a crisp lid or the air fryer lid for your Instant Pot, when we open this up, we can baste it again with this reserve glaze, and we can use our crisp lid and glaze it up. You can also pop it in the oven under broil, and you can glaze the outside, or you can leave it as is. Total personal preference. whatever you like. I do like to crisp it up, whether you use the air fryer or the broiler, because it kind of makes the edges a little candied, a little crispy. I love the texture of it. But that's just a texture thing. That's not a taste. Does that make sense? Any of those will work. Okay, we're gonna open the pressure. So to whoever asked the question on the natural pressure release and the quick release, when you open up the pressure, move your pressure cooker away from your cabinets and away from any overhanging light fixtures, because this steam is going to shoot up and it's gonna get all over that. Over time, it will ruin the finish on your cabinets. Keep that in mind. Do not put a towel over the top. Instant Pot does not recommend it. It will gum up the mechanisms. It's just not a good idea. So we're gonna open this up. Now, if you're afraid of opening it up, if your Instant Pot came with one of these ladles, it has a little hole in it. This hole is perfect for the little notch on the valve, and you can grab it and open and close it, and that keeps your fingers an extra 6-8 inches away. All right, so I'm just gonna go over here and we're gonna open this up, and that steam shoots up. Now, if you ever have a situation where all of a sudden things start spitting out the top, maybe you're cooking a soup, maybe you're cooking pasta, go ahead and close that pressure valve, because you don't want it spitting all over your kitchen, right? And that is called an intermittent pressure release, or a controlled pressure release, where you open and close it and let the pressure inside just come out a little at a time so it doesn't spit anything out. We're gonna open that back up because we don't have anything spitting out with our ham today, and we don't have that problem. You know what I do need? I need one of the large white plates, please. Let's see, while this is pressure releasing, if you haven't given this video a thumbs up, will you please do so? A heart, all of those good things. And if you have shared this recipe, please, or big hugs from me to you, whether you've shared it on your regular timeline or into a group. I can't tell you how much I appreciate that. It lets Facebook know that it's a great recipe, it's great content, and spreads it to more people. And once again, we've got Amy here from the Instant Pot 101 for Beginners group. And if you hopped on over from that group, welcome. Hello, I'm Rebecca. I hope you'll follow me here at Devour Dinner. Amy's fantastic. That group is filled with a phenomenal team of individuals who moderate it. They are wonderful in answering questions, and they help answer questions while I'm live. They're invaluable. The other cool thing about that group is it's filled with bloggers who test their recipes. So when you find a recipe over there from one of the bloggers, it's a good one. There's so many great bloggers over there, and it's fantastic. Whether you've tried my recipe or one of their recipes, if you loved it, go back and leave a comment. It really does help. If you'll leave a comment letting that blogger know, letting me know that you loved the recipe, it helps others know that it's a good recipe. That way, when you're scrolling the internet and you find it with these good comments, you'll know it's a good recipe too, and I sure appreciate when you do that. All right. The pin is dropped. We can open this up. We're gonna pull this out. Let me grab this plate. Let's see here. I got too much going on here. Now, if you remember, I did not whisk up all of that mustard in it. So we have a little mustard right on top, which I like. Now, ham has a lot of liquid inside. I kind of want to show you the liquid. So we're going to pull this in because I want you to see how much liquid. Oh, probably not. You can kind of see it in there. Can you see it reflecting off the side? The liquid is clear up to the bottom of the ham. That's a lot of liquid. Now remember, we added 1 cup. But there's quite a bit now. All right. Look at that. Oh, it smells so good. So good. Let me get, I put some contrast under it. It seems to be, there we go. Seems to be a little bit easier. All right. You guys remember last week how we brought in, which one do we want? Let's try that one. We're going to see if we can connect. There we go. Here we go. Whoopsie. Where did it go? There we go. Here's up close and personal. The steam is fogging it up. Can you tell? But I want you to see the side view. Why is it doing that? Oh, okay, hold on. That's better. There we go. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Just kind of pans out. It's just beautiful what it does. So like I said, you can put this with the air crisp lid. You can put it under the broiler and toast it up. But honestly, it's so moist and so tender with the pressure cooker. Sometimes I just leave it like this. We're going to baste it really quick with what we've got left. But I love to show you that side view. My top view camera is phenomenal. We love it. But I think this also gives you a nice little break there. Okay, we'll put that down. I'm just going to baste this. Add a little bit more to it. I'm going to cut off some pieces and I'm going to cut into it. We're going to show you these bunny rolls that we made. If you were really adventurous, you could make rolls and you could roll it out like a cinnamon roll and then use a pizza cutter and cut it so that you have the long strip of homemade dough, right? Then you could roll it up. You could baste it with like garlic and Parmesan and some Italian seasonings and bake it up that way. And then you would have a fun little dinner roll that would be a bunny, which I think would be darling. So just an idea. Might have to try that this week. All right. Oh, you can't see. Let's get you the top down. Boink. There we go. We're going to cut into this. There we go. Didn't all come apart there. There. You see that? So pretty. So pretty. I am just going to cut some pieces up here. Give it a taste. I'm going to cheat. I'm going to put a little bit more of this on my plate because I'm a dipper, you guys. By raise of hands, thumbs up. How many of you are dippers? You like to dip into things. I am a total dipper, and so I love to dip. The mustard with the Worcestershire and the garlic. And then it has that hint of sweetness. So it's not as sweet as like a brown sugar glaze. So wonderful. So wonderful. Truly, this is excellent. We're going to enjoy this. Super fun. Let's see here. Lisa says, I'm a dipper. You guys are fantastic. Okay, let's pull off one of our little, look at this. Where is it focusing? Oh, it's not, there we go. It's our little bunny. There we go. Our little bunny head. Aren't they cute? Okay, such a cute, fun thing. Of course, these just taste like the Pillsbury. You can open them up, take a bite. So good. We'll put that back over there. Always a keeper. Always some great recipes. Bill, if we haven't dropped the spiral ham in a while, let's get that dropped one last time so that you guys can make that recipe. Kathy says, I love the Instant Pot for Beginners family. I do too. It's a great group. Kathy says, looks so good. Yummy. That looks delicious. Is that a boneless ham? Peggy, this one is a boneless ham because it's so tiny. But this recipe still works if it's a bone-in ham, if it's the spiral sliced bone-in ham, as long as it's all pre-cooked. Because you want to make sure that it's pre-cooked or it will need to cook longer. So you can certainly do that. Siri says, I'm going to make ham on Easter. Okay, I want to hear about it. When you make these recipes, take a quick picture. Post it on social media. Tag me at Devour Dinner so that I can see it because I love it. I totally love it. Okay, we're going to drop one more recipe or one more link. You guys hear me talk about this a lot. It's the protein company. I don't want to overburden you with it, but I want to make sure you get the information if you're interested. And so that's why I leave it to the end. They're coming out with new products tomorrow, launching at 10 a.m. Mountain Time. They've already kind of leaked what they're announcing. I'm not permitted to say, but you can see on their Instagram and their Insta stories at Clean Simple Eats. But they're dropping 4 new products tomorrow. These are going to sell out. So we're dropping a link that you can use. Remember, use code DEVOURDINNER, one word, all caps, if you choose to order. No pressure. If you don't choose to order, that's fine. I'm excited for them. I can't wait to taste them. I'm excited. So I will be sure to do my review once I get my hands on these products. So it'll be kind of cool. Kathy says, happy Easter, great demo. We'll see you in 2 weeks. That's right, Kathy. I will not be here next week. Next week, I'm spending it with my family. The rest of today, I'm spending with my son. It is his birthday. Everybody make sure to give him a birthday. He is my picky eater. I would show a photo, but as you guys know, my family does not like to be on camera. So there's not photos that I've been able to show of him, but he is turning 19 today. That's my baby, my picky eater. So we're gonna go celebrate him and enjoy the rest of our Sunday. In the meantime, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your Sunday and a wonderful week celebrating the holiday, however you choose to celebrate it. I hope you enjoyed these recipes and all of the links that we've done. Big hugs. Kathy says, have a wonderful holiday. Amy, happy birthday. We have happy birthdays, happy Easters, lots of hearts going up across the screen. You guys are fantastic. I truly, truly love what I do. All right, everybody, have a wonderful week. Remember, be kind. Try this week to bring sunshine to somebody's life. Maybe that's helping them unload their cart at the grocery store. Maybe that's letting them merge in line when traffic is all backed up. Maybe it's a friendly hello and opening the door at the doctor's office. Maybe it's getting the mail for your neighbor and bringing it up to their door who has a little bit of a struggle getting out to the mailbox. Do something different that you haven't normally done and spread kindness and cheer to somebody who desperately needs it. All right, big hugs from me to you. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Bye now.